Hello again, fellow podcaster, and welcome back to Pod Theory. I'm your host, Jason Cercone, and today is my first installment of Pod Theory Condensed. And the strategy on the table that we're going to analyze today is 4 simple ways to make your best podcast. Number 1, understand your ideal listener. If you know who your ideal listener is, it's going to help tremendously when you design your content, because you're going to know exactly what your listeners want to hear. It takes time and it takes effort to develop that listener, but once you get a clear understanding of who's listening to your show and who you're catering that content to, it's going to make each episode you produce from there on out even better. Number 2, set a high standard of quality. This pertains to your audio, to any video that you do, to the content within your show, to your interviews, to your questions. Everything that you do that encompasses your podcast needs to have a level of quality that's going to make it shine. There are a lot of podcasts out there for people to listen to, and they're going to gravitate to the shows that give them the most value, that answer their questions, that entertain them, and have high standards of quality across the board. Make sure your show is one of them. Number 3, always lead with value. You don't want your podcast to be a medium where you are always trying to sell and always trying to get money from your audience. You want to give your audience value, so you establish yourself as an authority. And the more that they build trust in you, and the more they see you as that go-to person and that go-to thought leader, the money will come on the back end, because they're going to look for more ways that they can enter into your ecosystem and learn more from you. So don't try to sell on your podcast. Use your podcast as a platform to give value to your audience each and every episode. And finally, number 4, deliver your new content on time. People get used to your schedule. And if you say you're coming out with new episodes every Thursday, they're going to work that content into their schedule if they love your show. So if it gets to a point to where you're not delivering on your promise and you're not coming out with your new episodes consistently, their interest in your show is going to start to fade off, and they're going to find other podcasts to listen to. So if you say you're coming out with new content every Thursday, make sure you stick to that. And if you do need to take a hiatus, just make sure you inform your audience. It's as simple as that. Let them know that you're going to be taking a break, and you'll be back in the very near future with new episodes. And that's going to do it for the first installment of Pod Theory Condensed. Good talk. I'll see you back here tomorrow. This has been Jason Cercone on Pod Theory.